Welcome everyone to the channel and welcome to the first ever episode of Astro's Speedcast. This is going to be a brand new podcast that are featuring some of your biggest creators in Astrobot and also some of the speedrunners, some of the best in the world, sharing them all in this one podcast. I have been working on this for about a month or two now, trying to get everyone in it, man, and I'm so excited to share you guys some of their amazing stories, in which some of them you guys may have not ever heard of, even some of your biggest creators that they never told you. So I'm very excited to share that with all of you guys. And without further ado, let's get into our very first episode with CookiesMonster. Welcome everybody to the very first episode of Astro's Speedcast. So I'm here with CookiesMonster. He is a YouTuber. He also does a little bit of Twitch as well. I'm gonna have his socials linked in the description. So yeah. You wanna say hi?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm CookiestMonster. How you doing?
Yeah, so I want to start off with kind of like how has your life been going, where you're born and then why like your childhood if you want to do that.
Yeah, so I was born in Swansea in United Kingdom in Wales, and as like I don't know. Sometimes I get like bullied and stuff, but like I have autism and stuff. I have like disabilities and stuff, and I don't know. I think my life has been going well. I
Hmm.
got through school, and I've been playing games almost all my life. I've met so much amazing people. Um,
Interesting. I never knew you were born in Wales because I know. Wait, are you from England still, or are you from the Wales still?
no, I'm not from England. I'm from Wales. A lot of people think I'm from England. I am
I
Welsh,
feel like
though.
there's a lot of people that do assume because of like with English accents. Right now, chat. I'm currently eating food, so you might hear me for the next couple of minutes. So my fault. But yeah, no. Most people would assume they'd probably be England, which a lot of people live. And I do see a
Yeah,
lot of people live in Wales too. Like it's similar.
Wales has a lot of a lot of sheep and a lot of farms. We're mostly known for like lot of grass. There's not much. It's all just like big farms. I don't know.
So okay, essentially the rural land of like the United
It's
Kingdom, basically.
rural. Yeah,
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
it's
So
like Greenland or something. I don't know.
Greenland. Greenland. Wait. Greenland's like an ice place. It's like an
Oh
Iceland.
shit! I mean,
Full blown. I think.
Iceland.
Actually, Iceland.
What's
I don't
the
know.
other one?
Actually, I don't think about Iceland because Iceland is
I
like
always,
in
I
a
always get confused between them. Yeah,
No,
the
it's fine.
Iceland is the Greenland.
Iceland and then Greenland just makes no sense.
Yeah.
Fully. I actually have a good one. Do you watch do you know the Premier League teams since you're from the UK?
I'm not really much of a football or rugby fan, or if you call it rugby, call it yeah, rugby.
We don't too much
Um,
we don't do too much rugby in the US. I know in the UK it's probably a little more popular in some states. And in
mhm.
Australia and New Zealand it's like the most popular sport.
I know that American football
Yeah,
is
no it
like
is.
big.
For sure. Get the Super Bowl. It just gets rigged by Patrick Mahomes. Thank God this year Eagles won. I'm happy for the Eagles.
Yeah, you happy?
Yeah, I like the Philadelphia Eagles fan base. Yo, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles fan, bro. Y'all deserve it. Y'all managed to beat Mahomes. So, what do you think's your? Actually, I'm gonna go back to the Premier League question. What's like your
Okay.
favorite Premier League team or like
My
your favorite
favorite
player?
Premier League.
It can be any.
Um, Probably like Arsenal or something like that. Manchester
Mm-hmm.
United, probably, maybe.
I don't really. I mean, I don't live in the UK, so I don't know exactly. My favorite Premier
Remember any
League
of those
player.
teams?
There's so much Premier League. I mean, I think right now I don't know. I'm talking about like the 2010s. That's when I got into soccer. Um.
Soccer.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
we call it that. Yeah, that's
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 funny.
that's such a saying. Yeah, no, I live in the U.S., so that totally makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Like
okay,
Liverpool. You heard of Liverpool? That's a big
I know
one.
what Liverpool is. Yeah. Oh, I know. Wait, is it owned by LeBron? Isn't it? Like a little, like parts
Ron?
of it's owned by LeBron, or if it's like
I
a,
didn't actually know that.
because I heard about something of LeBron. I think owning
It might
some
be.
part of I keep trying to find it, like shared ownership of a football team in Europe. I just don't know where. I think it's somewhere in the Premier League. It might be Liverpool. I actually think it might be Liverpool because I'm not like a huge soccer geek, really. Because I don't really have like a particular favorite team.
I mean, we have a team. Swansea City has a team, but they're not very good. So,
Oh, Swanson. Oh, is that in Wales?
yeah, well,
Yeah, I know
that's
that
our
team.
team, Swansea City.
Hmm. But what's your capital, Wales?
Ah, that's a good question. I don't even know.
Yeah, at
Hold
least gotta
on.
know. Wait, hold up. Hold up. You gotta know who
It's
Gareth Bale.
Cardiff. Yeah, it's Cardiff. Yeah,
You gotta
we
know
don't really like Cardiff though.
what?
You know what Cardiff is?
Cardiff? No.
That's the capital of Wales. It's it's
Let me look it
it's
up real quick.
okay.
Hold up.
Got quite a lot of castles. We're known for castles.
Okay, Chai, I found it. So it's Cardiff in
Cardiff.
Wales. The current capital of
Yeah.
Wales. Wales does not have a definitive capital. So they just kind of just named this out of nowhere, just because they never had like a capital from the start. Since
Yeah.
1964, Cardiff has been home to government officials for Wales, and since 1990, it's been the seat of the Senedd. Yeah, I don't know much about Wales culture, but yeah, that's how you get it. Okay, so
Yeah.
well, we'll just kind of like move on a little bit, and we can talk about what type of like games, other than Astrobot. We'll get into that in a little bit, but
Mhm.
about like what
What about Sackboy?
genres? Yeah, like what genres you like? Because I see you playing Once
Uh,
Human, so that might be interesting.
yeah. I play shooters and then I play platformers. I guess so Astrobot and Sackboy. Playing Sackboy for wow. Played that for like 2 or 3 years. That was a big time of my life. I stunk to that game. When that came out, that was pretty big. But it's not very big. It's not a big community at all. Maybe we had like 5 to 10 people playing, and there was just like one good guy that was the only competitive to me. But at least there was some competition in speedrunning, and we also had the PlayStation tournament. That was pretty big.
With
If you know
Astrobot?
what that is, with Sackboy.
Oh,
Not Astrobot.
Sackboy. Oh, there was PlayStation tournament. I looked into
Yeah,
Sackboy. I was thinking of maybe doing it, but it was like $60, so I might wait on it until it goes for sale.
yeah, that's a big thing as well because
Like
it's like
Astrobot was
60
like $60,
bucks.
but it was like a huge game, and I got in a playroom, so it was like, oh yeah, I want to try out Astrobot. It didn't have the speedruns at first, and I probably knew it was like they could add them around the line at some point.
Ima-
Like they would have
Imagine a
to.
game that's free, and that would be crazy. That so many people playing. I wish a
Mm.
platform was. There's like no platforms that are like free. I
Oh,
mean, I
oh
guess that
yeah,
one makes
Playroom. I know
sense.
what you mean.
I guess Playroom is that is the only free.
I just mean when
That's
I
the
heard of like a
biggest one.
free platformer, I just think of Playroom because it's built in.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours, but the speedruns are nice. And I actually am gonna kind of spoil this for episode two. I ended up having Carlos come in, and he was actually the first one. He hasn't responded to me. But yeah, but he is planned for episode two, so you guys can um, he's gonna be in season two. Well, not season two, episode two. Oh my god, I okay, but that's okay. Don't worry. So Carlos, who's also known as RLRX Carlos, is going to be in episode two. So stay tuned for that if you guys are wondering.
That's big.
But yeah, no, yeah, he's probably the best Astro Playroom player I think in the world. He plays that a lot. He's trying to get
Yeah.
28 on rolling, which is a complete lie. So
I know that one.
quite obvious.
I think I went in the community of Astro Playroom in like 2021. I don't know how late that is.
I
I
got in
think
the
it was
playroom
a bit late.
almost like a month before Astrobot got announced. So I was just kind of playing the
Yeah.
game for a little bit, got top 25 in one of the maps, and I was like, oh wow, I'm pretty good. So I bought
I
Astrobot for
know.
that reason. And then
I think it got like top 500. I made a video,
was it you said top
and
500 in like Playroom or Astrobot? Like in which
that's
category?
that's Playroom.
I think I'm like top 100 of like total times, I think. And I think I still am.
Nice. No, I don't think I went that hard on Playroom.
I
I just
little
played
I
it
don't
a little
I didn't
bit.
go that hard. I only went hard for like about like 2 weeks. I ended up getting close to top 100. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep grinding for the top 100 spot and see if I can make it. Now I just kind of focus on Astrobot with content changing, and these past month has been insane. So that's what I've been doing.
I I made the special bots video. I think that's pretty big for me.
Oh, I know what
I
you
got
mean.
quite a lot of views for that.
Oh yeah, no, it's true. Like those ones. How were you supposed to guess what DLC that comes out? It's just trying to guess which president shit themselves back in like 1813.
Yeah,
Like from
I
like
should
every
have
history
included
class. Yeah,
I should
no,
have included like the Discord
utterly dumb.
server,
What?
because like everybody in Discord server is like, all right, guys, what the hell is what is going on here? We gotta figure this out. What is what do we have to do? There's one like somebody like found a doll, like the Returnal one. There's like a doll, and like what the hell is this doll doing here? And then you have to like kill yourself in a this certain position, and it would then you would get the special bot. Like what the hell kind of sequence of events is this?
I
But
think the
somebody figured
racing
it out.
one was cool. The monkey one was
Uh,
cool. The DLC
yeah,
one was utter bull. I don't know how would I would even guess that. We'll never guess that. It's utterly dumb. Was it wait? Was it the Bloodborne?
the Blood Bowl one. I
Mm-hmm.
think. Well, we had it wasn't just the speedrunning community. It was the PSN trophies, which is like the PlayStation Trophy Hunters people.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the speedrunners and we had the trophy hunters. So I mean, it was quite a lot of people looking for it. So eventually we were just looking everywhere to
Like,
find out what the hell's going on.
yeah. No, like for me, yeah, those videos for sure helped because no one had any idea. Even for trophy
Yeah,
hunters, it was like I mean, it wasn't really particularly like platinum. Like I feel like if it was not like since it was not platinum, some of them probably didn't go for it. A couple others just wanted to
and
see what it looks.
it's surprising how many people actually go for it, even though it's not even platinum. But
Yeah, plat.
they just
I know Relsock
mm,
hasn't even gone plat in Playroom. I'm gonna actually
yeah.
check right now because last time I checked, he has over almost 3,000 hours and hasn't even gone plat yet.
That
I'm not
is
even
pretty crazy.
joking. I'll probably have like a screenshot of it. Like I'll probably try to find like a screenshot of it at some point. But yeah, no, it is utterly a disaster. I don't know how he hasn't even gone plat yet in Playroom. It utterly shocks me.
I probably only got like 500 hours.
Yeah. So hold up. I'll ask you. Hold up. One more that. Hold up. Okay. So I'll ask you one more thing. How did you
hmm
get into Astrobot or Playroom? In the first place.
Um,
Like, how did you find out about it?
well, I just saw this. I think it was like a big YouTuber made a video on like speedrunning it. And I was like, okay, this game actually has a speedrunning like community of people speedrun it. So I mean, mostly because of my Sackboy uh like presence in that game, I just went to Astro Playroom,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the reason why I got into that. And I knew that Sackboy's kind of dead now, sadly, and I really don't know the future of that game. And it's probably just going to be all about Astrobot, is what it's going to be.
It's kind of true. And could same thing be said for Astra, but it could live a little longer because it could fit the PS mascot perfectly with like the blue and everything.
Yeah, I think it definitely
No,
does.
it
It
totally
fit
makes
more
sense.
than.
Like Sackboy, it definitely had an identity, but it didn't look. But like when you look at a mascot like that, you just want to say like, oh yeah, PlayStation. Like Astrobot, you can see like the blue and everything. Like PlayStation's blue, so it could work for them as a mascot.
And I guess you could say that.
Well, yeah, it's just all blue. I mean, it does at least count at some point. And with the DLCs coming out, with Vitreous Void, I actually got a
Uh-huh.
good one. Would you think there will be another PlayStation XP? And if there were to somehow be another one, miraculously, because the first one was god awful, um, what would you think Astrobot be in contention on XP again because of the new DLC maps?
Well, I can't say it's god awful, but I hope there's another PlayStation Tournament XP, and I hope they sponsor me again. That'd be nice. I know that people still haven't got their rewards yet. Neither have I.
Yeah, I heard.
Uh,
That was one of the questions I was gonna ask. Like, you think you
yeah.
somehow still have never even gotten your rewards yet, like at all, not even close.
They said like
And you live in
was like
Wales, so I don't know how they
three
haven't managed
business
to get your
days.
address yet and still managed to send you the prize.
I
Because
mean,
the
they
tournament.
definitely have my address. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but
So you like
eventually.
here's the okay. Here's a good thing. Do you at least know like what time frame you might get your money? Like you might,
No, I was supposed to get it like months ago.
and you were
No idea.
sponsored there. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't
Well,
know. Don't know what's going on now.
if I ever
Crazy.
get in contact with one of the influencers, I want to ask them if they got paid from XP yet. I have to.
I think. Ooh, how cool could you ask? I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't know
like
how that's gonna work. I'll just find like a small.
most of
I'll
the
try to find like a
influence.
small like influencer and see if they ever got paid or try at least ask someone. It was cool that Vicstar was there, but I mean, again, that's
Yeah,
all they showed.
he
No,
was
all they
there.
showed was just influencers playing in the whole like podcast thing. Because I'm thinking of wanting to make a separate video about this at some point about the
Hmm.
XP tournament, like 3 months later or something like that, and to talk about like the whole event as a whole.
I
And
can tell you all about it if you want.
mm, you know what? Okay, you might be my feature for that video. Like I can at least
Hey,
talk about it, and then you can be like part of it. Like it'll be really good. It'd be
we got
awesome.
we got sent like all the documents like one day before we were going to the tournament. So like we knew. Well, I had a strategy of like what I was gonna do to win, and I also told Aqua Boy as well, like what we should do to win. So I knew what my team is gonna be, which is good. But we had nobody else apart from Aqua Boy in our team.
Yeah,
So like we had some random guy called like
Aqua Boy.
top 20 guy. Who's that guy?
I don't know. I used to remember um on the Twitch stream on Aqua Boy when he was trying to qual, he got ninth place, and I could probably tell he got so pissed. But for me, it was like gonna be almost a nightmare for me because I didn't have a passport at the time and I couldn't get it on time, so I couldn't go.
I mean, yeah, that's a long way to go,
Oh
and
no,
like
in
you're
the
not even
U.S. it's like two
guaranteed to
weeks.
get the
Like,
money.
how long is your passport? How long can you get your passport? Like the quickest you could.
If you're like a business, I don't know if you this would even count as a business. So like a business trip, maybe you could get it faster.
I'm talking
Right.
about like for your country.
My country. Oh,
Because I know
uh,
yours is like I heard it's like a couple days you can go. You can get your
I think
passport.
it's a couple of days.
Yeah, no, ours was like at like the max we could try go like the minimum we could try go for was like 2 to 3 week wait, and by then like we had
Sometimes.
no clue. Like they never asked about you need a passport to qual. Like it never said that. Because if we
Mhm.
knew that we had to get a passport, gotten it much quicker, we would have had at least a better chance of actually going.
Imagine you had to go to like two airports and then you got like trapped. Like that's insane.
Oh
I
my
was
god.
thinking about that when I saw um you know our the guy that you know our guy in our team on PlayStation Tournament XP, the Tekken player,
Wasn't it? I'm trying to think. Was it the
Aslan
black
Ash.
guy that had like with the long hair?
No, no, that was a different guy.
Okay.
The this Pakistani Indian is
Oh,
like his
Asa,
name
hold
is
up.
Aslan Ash.
Aston Ash, yeah.
Okay, and yeah, he got like stuck in like airports, but not for this event, but that's just his story. But yeah, I couldn't imagine like getting stuck. So if you did go, like,
Like, even if I
would
did
you?
go, the only thing I would have probably gotten is maybe like slight publicity and then go home, don't even get paid.
I
That's honestly the
mean,
story. It honestly, when I think of XP, it screwed over everybody from start to finish. Even like the ones that end up do going, like they're still pissed still. I honestly
but
kind of
do you
forgot
know
about the
everybody
event for a
gets
couple
paid
months. They're
now?
still waiting for their payment. Probably more mad than I am.
Yeah. If the payment should come through, do you know that everybody's like getting paid like the 3,000? Everybody's getting paid 3,000 now.
Yeah.
Like
Wait, everyone's getting
the
paid three
max limit.
thousand?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
crazy.
god, bro.
She should have gone. Unlucky.
Oh no, I've been unlucky. Dude, I've gone so much unluckiness. Literally today, I was stream sniping Jinxie. I got in two of his lobbies. Literally, first round he dies, and then the second one I got in, he crashes his whole. His game got crashed within 15 seconds, so I couldn't even do anything. And I was just playing legit too until I at least got close to him. I can grab him, but I couldn't. And I remember this
Yeah.
other unluckiness where I was streaming Cockle Doom for like a world record. That was a night where I broke like 5 records in like 2 hours. During that
Yeah, it's
time, like
crazy though.
before that happened, my routers were doing so bad. It was the areas itself. Like I couldn't really multi-stream, so I tried doing it on YouTube only, and then that wasn't working. So I had to completely just scrap the whole stream. And then B Dud, when I was watching him for a little bit, because I would have probably streamed a little bit at that time, he was trying to go give me a raid. Like I would have probably got raided by him. He had 20 viewers. I only had around like 3 to 4, which was solid, but I just needed to boost viewership to get affiliate. And
Mm.
my routers wouldn't work, so I couldn't do anything. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I completely got screwed over from affiliate, and now it's gonna take much longer to really do that. It's tough. It's really tough to where it's
I
like
think I've been close to world record like so many times, but I've never actually got world record. Like in the first like couple of weeks of like I was a thrust or bust. I was like so close to being Moxie, and I
mm.
was like, I just never did.
I never thought I actually get a world record up until I was like top 5 early on. I was like, oh my god, I could go for it.
Yeah, was
And
your
then like when
first?
I first ever got a world record on TikTok Shock, I was like, because there's like a video on it where I was like scrolling like, oh my gosh, yo, Cole. Because Cole was like living in the bathroom, and my brother's in the bathroom, and I was kind of like, oh shit, let's go. Like, dude, it was nuts. And I ended up breaking my own record, I think like 3 different times after that. My mom ended up finding out because it was like a good thing. So, well, we were planning to go on the movies anyways, but she ended up taking me to Chick-fil-A for it, and I ended up getting like some good shit out of Chick-fil-A. By far my favorite
That's cool.
restaurant ever. Chick-fil-A is awesome.
Yeah, I think like the seal. Oh man, the seal is so cool though. But like, I just could not do the seal. I just gave up on it.
Mm.
But the person like found the seal. Was it Banks found the seal?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the first person. Like that. That was awesome. Like just got world record. It's like nobody even knew this possible. Boom, world record.
Bam. Yeah, no.
Wow.
Oh my god. What do you think? Well, other than just world record, what do you think was like your worst week of speedrunning? Like by far,
Uh,
like which map you think was like the
it probably was the seal. Like
so
TikTok
like I'm talking about
Shock.
you're struggling to even get in the top 10 or top 15.
Yeah. like top 30 or something like that. Because like if you can't do the skip, then you're not gonna get in the top 10.
That's true.
So there you go. But I mean, it could be worse. Like Talk of the Doom was like, I mean, that was just like I could get in the top 10, but like it just takes so long, you know, so
I'd
much
say
RNG.
my first week was, I think my worst week was this week's Armored Hardcore. Armored
Really,
Hardcore, it wasn't really
I
the
didn't
map
play
itself.
much.
It was definitely annoying, but I could at least pass through that. But it was like the amount of constant busyness I was in throughout its peak. Like on Thursday, I had work. Friday, I had to do like a family thing, which took like 5 hours. Got home at like 10 or 11. Saturday, I went to church, went straight to my dad for lunch, and then went to work. Then I had, I think, Monday at school and work, and then yesterday was like my free time, I think. So
Mhm.
it was like it wasn't even really the map itself. It was just me being constantly busy 24/7. So I literally couldn't do anything.
I think that I don't like the map, bro. Like I don't like the map constantly slows you down. You know, have you seen that? Like
Yeah.
if you don't get a perfect like if you don't go in the middle of the jump pad thing when you're a ball and you come out the ball, you lose all your um, sprint speed
Yeah.
or whatever it's called.
No, the gadget's very dumb. It's just annoying with the
It's
gadget.
just
Like the gadget itself was annoying. It was probably like I struggled a slight bit, but with me being busy, it
yeah.
was like yeah, there was just no way I'm going for a world record when I'm this busy. Plus content and plus podcasting, which I do love doing. So it is kind of the first episode, so I'm kind of excited doing this. But
You still got a top 10 though.
oh no, I think I was close to top five. I could try top five, but it's gonna be very difficult because they found another Pico
Man,
ending. That was my nightmare. Was the Pico ending again? I know it's probably not Pico that did it, but it was like
it's not
Heart
Pico.
Heart of Bear was like I ended up getting more record because I had enough free time to do it, and it fits
Yeah,
my
well,
craft.
that's all it's all about, really.
Oh yeah, no, I ended up doing the Pico decently. That was just another Pico, and with me being busy, there was just no way I'm gonna have any time to like actually learn about it. So I almost just basically got far behind, and I'm still in top 10, which is a miracle.
And then like Railsock just gets the world record immediately.
I think you did. Yeah.
And I don't know. I actually want to know like how long it took him to beat that. I bet it took him like maybe like a couple hours. Like, oh,
He
okay,
said he
I don't
was
know.
watching it out of nowhere. He comes back. Like, he comes back for Heart of Bear and then instantly destroys everyone
and
possible.
then he gets another world record and hard to bear.
Yeah, no, he's never going to stop. Oh my god.
That's funny.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I I
So
don't really care about the competition. You know, I just like helping everybody out. You know, I do the frame analysis thing. That's pretty cool.
yeah, and you have the
I do
controller analysis. So some people, even myself, I use as kind of like um
the
as like a
Pico.
guide, so you can tell like
Yeah,
what control input he uses. With Pico, it was important. With Pico, it was extremely important. So yeah, you definitely people can definitely watch you just to like see what your controller inputs are. It can try like
yeah,
copy it to their best of abilities.
yeah. I think that's really cool. You can use the controller display, and people can do that.
Let's just kind of do like a brand new question right here. What is your family life? Like with your, do you have like any siblings, cousins, pets, you name it?
Well, I have a brother. He doesn't really play Astrobot, but you know, he still like knows about my channel, knows about what I do and stuff. I have my dog, which is like he's a pug. He's a black pug. So he's like he always sleeps around and he's pretty cool. Like I love pugs. And I think my mum and my dad are helping me a lot with well, you know, like me getting to like PlayStation XP, and I had my dad come with me in PlayStation Tournament XP actually.
Did you like drive there?
Sadly, we're gonna drive there. I
Like,
think
cause you lived
how
in
long is it?
Wales, but like
Six
London.
hours.
How long is a drive from like London to your place?
It's like 6 hours.
That's not bad. I used to live in
It's not
Iowa.
bad.
Like, I used to live back in Iowa, and from like here where I am to like back in Iowa, it's like a 7 hour drive. So it's not bad.
It's not too bad, but I took a train to there, which is
Oh,
only about 2 hours.
oh, 2 hour. Oh, it's only 2 hours. Is it like a fast train?
It's not a bullet train, but it's pretty fast. Yeah. Do you have bullet trains in
No,
Viva? No.
Japan does.
Only
Probably like the
only
Asia
Japan
countries they
has
do.
bullet trains. For so annoying. Why can't we get bullet trains? Hmm? They're
Well, you
so
just gotta
good.
go to Japan. I know they definitely
Yeah.
have one. It's or
But
Wardley.
yeah, wasn't that long. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I know. Like, it probably would take you. How long would it take you to get to London? Like 12 hours,
Oh my god.
even
So
longer
I
now.
would definitely have to ride a plane for sure. I
Yeah,
just didn't
well,
know
yeah,
which
probably
airport to
fine.
go. And plus, with that, you're only there for like 3 days. Plus, I had school. Like I'm still in high school by the way during this.
3 days?
So it was like January 17th you fly there. You get your hotel on the 18th you play, and on the 19th you would leave. You could flex out your schedule, but there was no way I could do that.
That's crazy.
Like there was just absolutely no way we could do that. So really, it was only for like a day and a half you could really stay there. Because for one, I had to go
Yeah,
like right back to the U.S. and then try to do school and everything. Whitby stayed there for like a whole month.
I don't. I don't
Was
know
it
if you
Whitby or
did.
was it
Like,
someone else?
it's kind of weird that like people keep on putting that London uh like image. You see that? Like, oh, he's still there. He's still there. Like, somebody's like still in the event or something. Nobody went home.
That was
Uh,
crazy work.
a whole month? I don't know. That's insane to me. The whole month. I guess I believe him, but Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
You want me to say it to
Hold up,
you, or
ready?
you
Hold
say
up,
it to
hold up.
me?
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. I start recording. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right. So, what questions do you want to ask me if you want to?
Yeah. Like, what's the most difficult part of speedrunning Astrobot for you?
Rising Heat. That is the easiest question I've ever gotten. Rising Heat, by far the worst map in the game.
Kill
Gadget
machine?
sucks. It's super clunky. And a lot of times where you actually do get it right, it's going to
Yeah.
glitch you out 24/7. So that's easy.
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay,
It breaks your hands.
no, it's not like it breaks my hands, but it's like it doesn't even respond whenever I climb. Like it doesn't even respond to the controller when I climb.
True.
It's a miracle
I
I'm like
get
top 50. Top 50
I
alone
get
is crazy.
frustrated.
Top 50 alone is crazy. If you're, bro, real ones, bro, like if you're like, you've been through shit if you're like in top 50, let alone like top 10.
Probably like top 100, I think.
You know what? That's fair too. I can give him credit.
I
Actually,
did it
was
like,
it probably your most difficult part of speedrunning was the seals?
yeah, I think that's just the seal, really.
Rising
But
Heat,
like,
you
are
never
we
had
talking
any
about the
issues
old ones?
actually?
Oh, yeah, Rising Heat. I definitely had issues with.
Like, you just
It's
trying to
just
think
like
of anything other
stamina
than
for me.
Rising Heat, I think. Because the seal part was, again, I hadn't had any problems, but in some cases, like the second one, it is annoying.
Um, I mean, Helium Heights was the most easiest one for me. That was like so easy.
It was really easy until Nath ending got discovered. When I found out there was a Nath ending, I didn't know what to do.
Wait,
You know
what
what I'm talking
ending?
about? I'm talking like Nath, like he flies up and then just deflates into the end,
What?
like right
I haven't
into the
seen that.
checkpoint.
I have never seen that.
You've never seen that?
No,
Okay, we'll probably try to watch a video at the end of this just to see. But wow, that actually
that's
is really cool.
crazy.
Here, no, I'll show you. I'll show you at some point.
I actually haven't seen that.
Uh, so,
Wait,
what is some
is
of
that
your
like
favorite games other than Astrobot?
uh Like I said, I played Sackboy, and then I play Once Human.
Yeah, I know you
Once
have some
Human is
videos in Once
very
Human too.
different.
You do really good with those.
Yeah, Once Human is very different to the other games I play.
I've been looking at different games ever since bought because I knew when DLC is gonna like stop at some point. I'm gonna go switch
Hmm.
to a lot of different games. I've done Sonic actually recently. I play
Yeah, I think like
Siege. I play Fall Guy. Well, I play Fall Guys a little bit. I do Fortnite. Rocket League. I used to do a lot of. I used to play. I used to like doing like playing games like 2K and college football. College football is probably one of my favorite sports games I've played in recent Oh my god, I messed up. Um, by
uh,
far, probably my favorite sports game in recent memory is College Football 25. That's easy. I used to actually play a lot of FIFA. Like 14 through like 17, 14 through 15 I think 14 is probably my favorite. 'Cause I feel like that was when like the whole like it was like a lot of fun, just arcadey wise.
I've been playing a lot of. I never really got interested in like FIFA or
Like back when I was like early in
FCs or
my
something like that.
childhood, I played soccer until I was like until I was like a freshman in high school. Like before that, I used to play soccer a lot. Well, I didn't play too much. I didn't really play. I stopped playing FIFA games at like 18. When like 18 came out. But I think I first played like 14, and it was like kind of like one of my childhood games. And then Fortnite, of course, is like my main game. I've played that game for like about 7 plus years. I've done content on it on this channel, I think, for the last 2 to 3 years. So it definitely, like, it is definitely a start to like my YouTube career with Fortnite for sure. Like that's how I
Yeah,
got into like the content creation.
I used to play Fortnite as well as when it was in like very first season and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know
It's a
everyone
very
played
good
first
game.
season. And they're releasing them in OG, but no one really talks about it. And I think it's because there is definitely a good argument. Like it's not as special as it used to be. In 2023, when they released the OG Fortnite, and back in November of 2023, that was insanely huge. Like really to the point where they were like going to do a chapter 2 one. Like it got insanely big. They're going to do chapter 2, and then throughout that time they're going to release a permanent OG Fortnite mode. So they're going to go back to all of the OG seasons. And it did really good for like the first month, and then after that it just stops because like I don't think like, everyone's so busy now, and plus even like with Fortnite, there's like so much sweats, so they
Mm.
have to do skill based matchmaking, and
Uh, Everybody wants like Fortnite to go back, but then when it goes back, they're like, "Oh,
it
well,
changes. No, because there's two things that I can
it's
see a
not the
cause.
same."
For sure, the sweats. I think the sweats are by far a problem. I do think
You can't get rid of
like when
that
it first
problem.
came out, it didn't have any skill based matchmaking. Same thing with OG. Back
Yeah.
then, everyone was utter dog shit. No one had no idea how to play Fortnite. But that's what
Yeah.
many people loved about it. Like everyone was batting at an equal game. And then when people
There's such
do
a
want to
big
come back,
skill
it's
gap.
just too much sweat. So they're gonna have to like, do skill based matchmaking. And then
Hmm.
someone like, oh, why are we playing against bots? So it's like a confusing mess basically because skill gap has reached to like a higher standard now. So it's just clunky. And another reason is that they just miss like either two things. They miss being a kid or they kind of just miss like how they like, their life used to be like in a good shape. You just go home, play Fortnite for like an hour or two and then like go to bed. For me, I was like 11 at the time when like the OG like back in chapter 1, season 5, back in Iowa, like I used to go I went to middle school, so it was definitely by far one of like the best times. It was me playing Fortnite, and then like me playing with my friends. Like it was definitely a good time. Play for sure.
Yeah, I used to play Fortnite with all my friends as well, and I think like back then, like everybody was playing the game, and everybody like got introduced to like the mechanics, and they're just blown away from the game.
I've played that game for 7 years, so I know how I can tell if it's a good or bad player. And I'm thinking of trying to at least do some Fortnite content again, just in a different style. So we'll see how that goes.
That's cool.
I want to try doing that. But yeah,
Could play Marvel Rivals as well.
I
It's a pretty
tried
big
Marvel
game.
Rivals. I'm not a huge fan of shooter games. I will say Marvel Rivals is a really good game. Way better than
Mm-hmm.
Overwatch.
Obviously,
By
yeah.
far, it's not even close.
I don't know why that game never
Overwatch
got
is,
picked
I
up.
heard they're bringing back loot boxes and bringing back 6v6. So the whole point of Overwatch 2, I just don't know what they're doing.
What good news!
Great news. They're going to go,
Guys, we're
we're
bringing
over,
back loot
we're
boxes.
going to bring back loot box. Oh my God. That's even, actually, I say that's even worse. Because loot boxes, the only reason that even has a significance in the loot boxes is if there's like no competitive advantage. It's just cosmetics. But that's also dumb. Like, you have to at least have an equal playing field for loot boxes. Even that will be like controversial because it involves gambling.
Yeah,
But also, just bringing it like back just because you just need something to change because of Marvel's Rivals is stupid.
nah,
I
they can do nothing.
They
They
can't do
will never beat.
anything. Like Marvel Rivals, like you think like it'd be like the same thing if like Xdefiant were to actually have like a good launch and then could like have a competitor with COD and it could get killed off, decently. Like COD is way bigger than Overwatch, but it would have had like very good competition if the game was running well. Like with Xdefiant 2023, back when MW2 came out and MW3, they waited for the game to release fully up until Black Ops 6, which was received really well. And Xdefiant was just receiving the back burner because it took like a year and a half to make it, and they decided to shut down the game within 2 months.
Yeah, great.
And
Like these games
I
just come
played
and go.
Xdefiant with my brother, and then
Yeah,
like we were seeing like so many issues with hit detection. Like in
yeah.
Siege, I always kind of like complain with the hit detection. In some cases, it is bad, but like there's like it was so common of just me like hitting the guy like 10 times and it only registers 2 bullets. Like it was an utter mess, like utter
I think
complete
I
mess.
played the beta, and then I don't think I ever played it ever again.
I played the
I
beta.
think
I think it was okay. They try to like redesign the game. They try to like fix all the issues, and they barely
I
did.
did.
And the full game releases, and it got worse. And then BO6 releases, and that was probably the worst time to release a game. If they released it during MW3 and MW2, even in a buggy state, it would have received pretty well because it was like something new. Like I wouldn't say most people jumped ship, but probably would have received better than um what it did now, and it still had issues.
Yeah. You know what a game I was thinking about
What
was if you've ever played Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare before?
was it? Oh my god, is it the PS4 game?
Yeah.
God, I love that game.
There's a
Oh my god, that's actually one of my favorite games too. I remember playing that. I used to play like 2014 to 15. It was like I remember like everyone was playing. Well, not every because I
yeah,
wasn't in the
it's
like
very
social
popular
media
game.
yet. But it was like, yeah, I was playing a bunch of Plants vs Zombies because it looked like a kid. I think I was like 7 at the time, so it'd be like similar to like COD with like. Well, it's similar actually. Hold up, I'm losing myself track here. It's like a hero shooter before Overwatch because they had like all the gadgets
Yeah.
because it had different styles. Like a hero shooter is just like a shooter with like a bunch of like different abilities, and yeah, it was similar to that. And I used to
That was
play
a really
like
good game.
that was when I used to play a bunch of sports games like Madden 15, NBA 2K15. Like the 2K franchise was big at the time. I loved playing the basketball games, and I kind of stopped playing when
Mhm.
like they started to get really bad, and now they suck now. Unless it's like college football 25, so that's a decent game. But yeah, no, Plants
They
vs
lost the
Zombies was like
rights.
a childhood game to me. No, it was a really good game.
Yeah.
So you played that a lot back then.
Oh, I played that quite a lot. And I mean that's pretty dead right now, I know. I think
It released like 10 years ago,
kind of
so it's
sad.
hard to like stay alive.
I guess you could say that,
Yeah.
but like they could make a new one. I mean, they try to make a new one, and it's just awful.
Oh,
So
I hear like the new ones do suck now. It's just with
yeah,
EA just taking control of a lot of things, so it's just you just really can't do anything.
I don't really know like what the next big like shooter game will be. I
It
mean, I
was
guess
X
Marvel
Defiant
Rivals.
for a little bit, and then it just choked immediately. Like it for sure was a disaster.
I don't really like Marvel Rivals. It's like I don't know. It's kind of like too like cartoony for me. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's not really like a insanely competitive game, but people treat it as insanely competitive though.
Yeah. Hmm. So you're just kind of like a variety gamer, like you're just kind of playing like a bunch of different games a lot.
Yeah, like when Astro Playroom, Astrobot or has like died down, I kind of just go to variety games.
I'm gonna try to do the same thing, but with like, cause it's very hard for me to like switch, cause like your games that you play is
Yeah.
similar. It's similar to Astrobot. It appeals more. For myself, I was going right off of from Fortnite, Siege, like and Fall Guys. So they're like a bunch of like shooter, like basically it's kind of like Fortnite third person shooter, Siege tactical shooter. So it's just very hard for me to kind of like, because I end up trying to get in Sonic for that reason to try to play that and see if I can do some speedrunning there. And I've gotten decent. I'm gonna try posting videos on the Sonic stuff at some point
Hmm.
next, hopefully in like 2 to 3 weeks. It'll just take me a little bit to actually get like a PB, and then I'll try posting that. It'll be fun.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna think of doing more Astrobot content for just a little bit, just not like only that. I just want to do other games. I'm trying to like trying to switch through, see what works, see what's not. So I'm like in that phase of like trying to figure out other than Astrobot. Because if it did have constant updates, I could try to play that a lot more, but also like playing different games too. Like again, I only played Astrobot because I just randomly got good at speedrunning, randomly was getting world records, just talent wise, out of nowhere.
Yeah. You
And
just
the
like
story for me even getting the playroom is it's very weird. Like, okay, so I have a friend named Ashton, and I think he showed me a clip of one of the videos that he had, one of his speedrun vids that
Mhm.
he made, and then I don't know I don't know if I have his account currently in, but he showed off his runs. It was like top 250. I end up getting to the game, platinum the game, and then try doing some of the runs myself to try beating him and beat some of his scores.
You got
One
world
of
record.
the like one of the maps I got top 25, which was like 4
That is
years
pretty
later. It's
crazy.
nuts. And now I'm in this position where I'm now playing Astrobot. I've played a bunch of speed runs, and now I've achieved
Mhm.
top 5, top 10s, world records. None of that. I would have probably never known about this if it weren't for Ashton. So I want to give a big shout out um to whoever you are. I can't remember which username that he had, but yeah, no, it's
That's a good shout out right there.
yeah, no, it's all good. I can't remember his username exactly how to pronounce it, but
Thank you,
yeah,
Ashton.
yeah.
Whatever your name was.
Hey, you know who you are. Are you? If you know what I mean, all right. But yeah, I'll
Um
probably edit out the silence if I could. I'll probably try to edit that out. I'll definitely edit this part out. I'm trying to think. Here, we could try to do one or two more questions before I head off. We can try to do one more, two more.
uh,
I want to try to think of, like, you can just think of ones that are like, it doesn't have to be specifically gaming. It doesn't have to be. It can be anything. We can do culture. Like, what's your, we can do, what's your culture like in Wales? Like,
my
what do you do in
culture.
Wales? Like, can we do that?
Uh I don't really like know the culture in Wales. Like
Hmm.
well
Here, you know what?
um
3, 2, 1. All right. So, what other questions do you want to ask me right here, just other than Astrobot, if you want to.
Yeah. So when did your name come from
All right,
exactly?
this is actually a good question. All right, so for Shadow, um, so it was actually a Fortnite clan that I used to be in. It's
Yeah.
like one of those like clans where it was like we just made it up in school, and then it was gonna be called like Shadow with a zero. It was started by like I had two friends named Tucker and Jordan, and they ended
Mhm.
up starting the clan, and we got a couple people to join. I was one of them. So it was like Shadow Tryhard, Shadow Tiger, Shadow Winterbean. Mine was Shadowing. On that sense. So Shadow was actually from a Fortnite clan I used to be in. And then when that kind of dissolved, like any other Fortnite clan, like any other Fortnite school clan, like 3 to 4 months later, I kept the name because it felt unique to me. Because mine was
That's
just
cool.
like, because mine would have been Gucci Supreme. That would have been one of my names. And
Which
that
is
is
supreme.
god awful. No. And I was like, yeah, no, I have to keep this name. It's too unique for me to like actually keep it. It sounds cool, so I wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, Shadow with the zero by far. If I were ever make a clan again, like I would highly doubt that'll ever happen. But I would probably do
Mm.
the Shadow clan again. It would be fun. Um Wang, support Asian countries. Don't get too much further than that. I think that's really it. And then
What?
31. Okay, 31. 31 was actually my basketball number from in middle school. I think I ended up getting 31 and I decided using it because it was my basketball number and I still use it. It's probably my favorite number now because it
That's
associates
cool.
with all my stuff. So yeah, that's my name.
That's cool.
I support the Asian countries, so that's all you need to know.
I kind of get that, you know.
Yes. Mine was actually before Shadowing. I was gonna do Ling Ling Wang, but they didn't allow it. I think it was like either Epic or PlayStation that didn't allow it for some
Hmm.
god awful reason.
My name
Cookie
came
Monster.
from
This
like
is interesting.
my dad. My dad is like his name is like his middle name is like Cook. He's got like I'm not gonna say his first name, but it's like something Cook. If you even think of that as a middle name,
Yeah.
but like so he was called like Cook Monster,
Cook Monster?
but that sounds weird. So
It just sounds like
so
Cookie
we
Monster. Like, you have to at least
so
get
we put the
like at
IE
some
in there.
point
Yeah.
you would have to get some inspiration from Cookie Monster because it says the cookiest monster, so it has to be something affiliate.
Well, yeah, it was to do with yeah, like it was Cook Monster, so we put Cookie Monster.
Okay,
And the
so
reason why it's now called Cookie's Monster is because it was already taken, so I couldn't. I had to settle for Cookie's Monster.
and you have to be the cookiest monster because Cookie
Yeah.
Monster would have been kind of dumb and lame. Now Cookieist, that's different.
Oh, thank you for saying
We got at least
that.
decent
I
names.
would have liked to have Cookie Monster, but yeah, it wouldn't. It's already taken, so yeah,
No,
it's gonna be taken on most sites.
it's all good. I'll be honest, I think cookiest sounds unique, just a slight bit.
Yeah,
Would you think my name's slightly unique?
I think your name is very unique.
Yes. Um. Yeah. So I'll probably do one more question before we head off. So, what is your future with Astrobot and with like gaming in general? Like, what do you think you're gonna do with it? What like how many hours you want to put in, content wise, streaming wise, like, and with Astrobot, like having just recently DLC being gone, like, what are your future plans with it?
Well, now that the DLCs are gone, I don't know if there will ever be a DLC, next DLC, but hopefully there will be. But um,
There still hasn't been much gadgets to really release, so there could be a
yeah,
chance. Or either XP event. Hope to God they do it again. I'll probably do like a 12-hour stream.
I'll still probably be playing PlayStation games And hopefully, I find a new game. And when something comes out, I'll come back to Astrobot. I don't really have like a grand plan for content wise.
For myself,
Whatever happens.
I already thought of a plan, like basically when Thruster Bus came out, where I was gonna try Sonic and I was going to try like slowly push in, like not yet, but I was like thinking about it on like what content can do with it because it's so much potential. And one of them's podcasting. Another one I'm thinking about is an iceberg. I saw an iceberg on
Oh, that's
SML.
big.
Yeah, no, I saw an iceberg on Super Mario Logan. Do you know what that channel is?
Yeah,
You know who SML is?
I
No,
do.
he's so goated, bro. Like before, like the cease and desist shit, bro, and before demonetization, bro, he was peak. But yeah, no,
Like icebergs are massive.
yeah, no,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, like an iceberg would be nice because SML. There was a guy that already made an iceberg on Super Mario Logan, and I feel like it gave me an idea to thinking of doing it at some point. I don't know when. Like I have to figure out like time constraints at some point. It could take me a little bit, but it'd be like a part
Gonna,
series and then release the whole thing by then.
it's gonna be massive.
I'll try to get some people in here to get some information if I could, and that'll help.
Yeah.
And then I might probably do like Siege, Fortnite, try to do different content from there. So we'll see how that goes.
Are you like a big competitive person in like Siege and stuff, or like how good are you in Siege?
Siege, my highest peak was Emerald. It was like Emerald
I don't
4.
know.
Again, trying to solo queue, do not ever do it. I'm never going to solo queue in Siege. It is impossible. Do not ever solo queue. That's my advice. And I haven't even
I
hit
mean,
champ. Do not ever solo queue.
it's a strategy game, so it makes sense
It's
for you
super
not to solo
strategized.
queue.
There's no other game like Siege, so that definitely it's like because you have an operator, their guns. There's no other game like Siege. Like it's in a league of itself.
Yeah.
And it's honestly the reason why Ubisoft is not bankrupt. So lucky for them.
Well, we'll see.
All right, so we'll probably end it off, probably by watching the Nath video. I'm gonna actually share my screen right now.
All right. Okay. Let me see this.
All right, so I'm on his thing. Okay, you guys can definitely see this. I'm gonna go
All right.
watch. Where is it at? Wait, where did? Okay, I think it's this one. I think it shows the ending right here. All right, this is it right here.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
I know the star. Crazy. Oh, here. Okay.
So
But how
that's
does that work then?
I try to figure it out. I have no clue, so I'll slow it down.
I don't know how that works.
Okay, so on this part,
I thought it was gonna be bigger than that, but
yeah.
yeah, I guess that is
So
pretty
yeah,
big.
he goes through the glitch. That's normal. So I think
Yeah.
starts right here. He slowly tries to go try to go forward, and he manages to hit that. Gets the second one, but he's already out of that cloud, and
Mm.
then just goes straight for the checkpoint.
Yeah. Okay, that is interesting.
That that is one
It
of the
saves a
hardest
lot of
things
time.
I'd ever seen. It is super catastrophic or catastrophe.
Fusing.
God. Okay. All right. You know what? I think that's it for episode 1. This is actually a
Yeah.
decent. Yeah, no, this is actually a decent podcast. So, yeah, chat. I'm gonna have Cookie Monster socials in the description. All right, you guys can go follow him. I'm gonna have his YouTube
Thank
and
you.
Twitch link to him, so you guys can go follow him. He does a bunch of other different stuff like I do. Yeah, I'm excited to do more episodes like this. Episode 2, you guys probably know we will have Carlos here, so I'm very excited to do it with him. Without being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the very first episode. I cannot wait to do more and other videos, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.